Hi everyone, it's Suzanne, and I'm here coming at you live from my kitchen with the simple purpose of torturing myself with Frederick the Great's coffee recipe. So why is it torture? Because it's nasty. His coffee recipe is made by boiling champagne, putting in the coffee, of course, and at the end you mix in powdered mustard, and according to some sources he also liked it with pepper grinds. Sounds delicious, right? Nothing like the mochas and cappuccinos I prefer. So I had this idea for a while now and didn't, because A, didn't want to face the consequences the next day or even later tonight. And B, all credit where it's due to your disobedient servant on Tumblr beating me to the punch and trying it themselves first. So while they reported back that it tasted fine, it wasn't that big of a deal, and that they had settled the debate once and for all, hate to be that person, but no debate is settled until I've had my final say in it. So for that reason, and that reason alone, plus as well as to feel just a little bit closer to my guy since I can't go back to San Souci yet, I'm torturing myself. I'm trying this for you guys. So, our setup. Come walk with me. So, I got a new coffee pot just for this because I didn't really want to fuck up my Keurig one. Forgive me. Breaking out the trans rights pride champagne because this is the time. This is the time to use it. My preferred coffee blend and our spices, because coffee needs to be spicy. And now I'm gonna get our equipment all set up and I can finally begin the process causing myself grievous bodily harm. So for those of you wondering why I keep referring to grievous bodily harm, paying for it in the morning, it's not just because I have the spice tolerance of the first European to step foot in India. It's also because, well, Fritz himself had health problems. To know him in life and in death is to become intimately acquainted with a man's digestive system. He complained to friends and sometimes even seemed like acquaintances often about the problems he had. Piles, which are hemorrhoids, believe he had colic, gout. All of these are problems that relate to the kind of food you're putting into your body. Heavy, rich, you know, the kinds of foods that you would expect to see at a fancy restaurant for the richy riches. That's the kind of stuff he was enjoying, heavy with spices, to the point that one chef even said if it was for him, he wouldn't eat it because of how much spice, how much pepper was put into it. So between Fritz's own health problems and my own, I don't have high hopes. I'll be very honest with you, my expectations are rock bottom. I didn't get fucking coffee filters. Ooh. I haven't made coffee in so long like this. Used to all the time when I was a kid, my parents would, you know, drink a pot like a normal person. But when I was like freshman year of high school, say, that's when they switched over to the K-Pods. And so I've just been, and this is not sponsored, I keep being like, Keurig. They ain't paying me shit, no one is. Ever since then, it's just been like, oh yeah, well, if I know about, so I remember helping my parents out and being like, oh, I'm helping. I'm really doing something by making a pot of coffee.
Eventually.
Good news, I don't have to run out to the store or do this tomorrow because paper towels can serve as little janky coffee filters. So I went with Pike's Place because I don't know a lot about coffee. When I want when I want a mocha, I go to Starbucks, so why the fuck not? If I could have figured out what blend would be most like what Fritz would have drank, I would have gone for that. But I also have a feeling if I could find that, it'd be way too damn expensive for this silly little video. So forgive me for this moment of inaccuracy. You may hang me appropriately. The fun begins. Guess put in 4 scoops. That's how my parents liked it. This is a real mature coffee drinker moment. I don't like coffee as strong as that. So it's 3. We'll put 3.5. 3.5 is good. That's a friendly number. Smiles at you. And now we pour off champagne. Oh, what's this say? Enjoy safely. The opposite of what I'm doing. Okay. Pour this in. And now we brew. And hopefully that works. Understandably, I've never poured champagne in a coffee pot before because what fucking normal person does this? So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. And I'm sorry for my cat who meows all the time. She wants to go outside, but it's 100 degrees out. She doesn't understand that she'll melt. We're gonna have a kitty sighting. Give the people what they want.
I would call myself a cat handler, but there's no way you can handle her.
Well done. That was a good line.
Thank you.
Oh, my little princess. What's wrong? What troubles you in your world? What's wrong in your heart? Oh, whiny baby. It's a success story. The sludge is pouring out.
It looks disgusting.
It does look disgusting.
It looks repulsive.
It's horrid.
You use the trans champagne.
Yeah, because this is, Fritz is gay, probably. You can't confirm.
I can't think of a better champagne to use for
Exactly. It's his day.
this. Do you know what kind of champagne he used?
Do you think they could afford that? And it's done. Tragically. Unfortunately. I don't want to do this. But as adults, there's a lot of things we don't want to do that we must. Taxes. Saying goodbye to your parents. Drinking this coffee. It's all the same.
I blame you for what happens to my asshole later tonight.
I blame myself too.
Aren't you gonna pour me in?
Well, we're having a mug moment.
Oh, a
A mug moment. Please show off yours, sir.
Getting a little faded from the dishwasher, but praise the sun.
And I have to, this is appropriate. We have to go with good old Gilbo. So now, I want to get, oh my god, it's a strange, it's not that strange of a color. It actually is the color of coffee. I thought it was like rosé. It has an aroma. I don't have a sense of smell, but I can smell that.
So you put ground mustard in it, you put pepper in it, you put champagne and
Yes,
Pike Place coffee?
Pike Place coffee. Starbucks, please sponsor me, Pike's Place. So now we're gonna put in our lovely ground mustard from Walmart in, but it's organic, so it's good for you.
Mm.
And now we put in a little ground pepper because there is no God on this earth. Everything's terrible and everything hurts.
You know, I think old Fritz would have wanted you to put in more ground pepper and mustard in
I think he would have, but you know what? He's not here with us.
Are you sure I can go get a medium?
Not the person I want to hear from right now. I have nothing to say to him.
This looks horrid.
Well, okay, so you guys can see. That way we're not just telling you. It looks about the color of sweet tea, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, but you can see all the shit floating around in it. The ground mustard, the pepper. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but you can see all the flakes in there. It's gross.
It's good for us. So am I getting first sip or are you doing this with me?
Was it cool enough to drink without burning ourselves?
It's gonna burn.
Oh, it's gonna burn regardless, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
That is the
That's
most...
nasty. The champagne. So I don't know what would be the best champagne to use. I am not much of an alcohol drinker either. I got one vice, and it's a better vice. So I had sweet rosé, and you taste the rosé. It's definitely not like your classic white champagne, goes down, smooth, very little flavor. This you have the mustard and the pepper and the coffee flavor itself fighting for dominance against that champagne.
Yeah, the champagne is absolutely the dominant flavor, of course. I definitely don't think this is the kind of champagne you use.
No,
There's no way.
I mean, for one, it's barefoot, so it's peasant champagne.
Oh, yeah.
For another, it is rosé. One more sip. Let's do this.
Oh, I already took another sip.
Well, this is my second. And that's my last.
I ain't touching that anymore.
Yeah, that's rank. I think it depends on the ingredients for how terrible it's going to be, but the ones we had available to us that I picked out truly made this one of the worst things I've ever put into my body, taste-wise at least. And I regret it. I'm filled with nothing but regrets, with self-loathing. I don't know how someone could drink this, wake up at 4 a.m., have this at 5 a.m. and be like, oh, I can take on the world. I'm going to invade Austria now. I don't get that. That's not me. Maybe him and I were not the same, clearly in that regard. But yeah, I can see why you drink this and then have hemorrhoids and just asshole problems. Anyways, thank you all for watching me put this poison into me, see how it tasted, get a little bit closer to the old man, and hopefully next time you guys see me, I'll be doing something that's tastes better, less painful, less disgusting, and all around a thoroughly more enjoyable experience for you and for me. Peace.
But wait, there's more.
Morning, guys. So, day 2 update. I woke up and I threw up. Yeah, this shit is nasty. I severely wouldn't recommend trying this at home. I understand now how mustard gas was invented. I think the Germans just drank this shit and crop dusted no man's land. Like, this is horrible. So much now about Fritz's digestive system makes sense. And I wish it just was a mystery. Don't fuck around and find out.